Where am I? Where am I? I then go to the city, and as I enter it, I notice cameras everywhere surveilling everything everyone is doing. You not notice the amount of cameras everywhere? I asked. Those are Sententia cameras, a stranger replies. What's Sententia? It's just an organization trying to help us discover the truth, they said. I then notice his eyes, a pitch black, almost unalive. And what about your eyes? Have you never looked in the mirror? I asked. You use camera implants as eyes, so my eyes are normal. You have them too, actually, the stranger argued. I walk around more until sirens went off throughout the entire city and an announcement came up, almost in a robotic voice. It's time to work. Pack your belongings into the shaking area and bring these 50 kilograms of steel individually by the end of the day. And almost like clockwork, everyone started heading the same way into the caves. I followed, but before I entered, I saw what I thought to be people to go into people's homes, possibly searching them while they were gone. Thought nothing much of it. I have to work regardless, as the speaker said. And as I worked, I got tired. And as I worked, I got hungry. And as I worked, I heard someone tell a guy they believe the government and its corporate backers is lying to everyone. They told one of his friends the next day, he was gone, and all of his records of him were removed. That sent shivers down my spine, but I continued to work until I heard the same word scream. No, stop, I didn't do anything, stop! Followed by a gunshot, which was then followed by a robotic voice repeating, behavior realignment is in order. After hours upon hours of work, I came up with about 37 grams of steel. Who knew steel was so hard to come by? And when we came to deposit the steel, everyone came with about the same amount of steel. This was intentionally made to be impossible, I thought. It was a really long line to get our steel taken. And the closer I got, the more I heard the guards taking the steel and give orders to go to Sententia, whatever that is, I thought. And the closer I got, the more I heard the almost robotic voice coming off the guards. Almost as if they weren't alive, I thought. And the closer I got, the more I heard the almost unemotional voice coming off the guards. Almost as if they didn't feel, I thought. And now I'm right in front of it, made fully of steel, giving me orders to go to Sententia. I asked, politely, where may that be? And I got beat up by the steel guard thing in order to go to Sententia. So I followed someone to get there, and they took notice and asked, why are you following me? Are you one of the secret police? No, I replied. I don't remember where Sententia is, so I'm following you, thinking that you knew where it was. It's an organization set up by the corporations. You have to go there every time you finish tasks. Follow me, I'll show you where it is. Do I have to go? I asked. Is that a taunt? They replied. No, I'm just gonna go to Sententia. I don't care that much. Follow me then, he said. And so I did, and we went into the woods, along a pathway, into a cave with a sign in the entrance that said Sententia. My new friend replied, here we are, I let you go in first. Well, thank you, I replied. I'm just delaying the inevitable for myself anyway, he responded. I didn't comment on that, and we went in. There was a room with a chair and a hanging light bulb and a relatively old television screen in a relatively dark room. Is this Sententia? I asked one of the guards, a guy made of steel and fairly robotic. Yes, sit down and we will prepare you for Sententia. I was then promptly tied to the chair and I was forced to watch the screen. In the screen was me, with everything I'd done this far, following every action I've done, following everyone I met, showing that in fact I was watched, monitored my entire life without me knowing. Then it cut to my friend, which I'm pretty sure I just met. I'm pretty sure was taken away and shot with a text on the screen. He's dead now. Which then changed to work, obey. Which then changed to thought is sin. Then it cut to people asking whether or not the system was good. They asked whether the system was fair, and some other facts, followed by gunshots, followed by the text saying, thought is sin. The video then said, we will now test you whether or not you understand these instructions of truth. Do you understand? Yes, I replied. The video then said, understanding is thought. Thought is sin, followed by a whip. No, I don't understand, I corrected myself. In which the widow said, not understanding requires some thought to try and understand. Thought is sin, followed by a whip. All the questions were formatted in a way where you had to accept the truth presented and served right in front of you. Not by nodding, not by talking, but by accepting and doing nothing. The simple truth is, if you say anything about the system, if you even have a thought for a little bit, you were guilty of thought, which was a sin. This logic went on for about 7 hours before I was let go. and by the time I was let go, I only had an hour before working again. And so after I was released, I decided to run away from the city, deeper into the woods. Something that was very much against the truth Sententia told me. But I went and saw the same Sententia I was just in, almost as if it was a loop of sorts. I ran again and again and again, but always ended up here, at Sententia. What is this? I thought. The force field, the sky replied. What? Who are you? I asked. I'm the universe calling, the sky replied. What is my purpose here? Why can't I leave? I asked. It's a contract you signed a long time ago. That's both your purpose and why you can't leave, the sky replied. What contract? I don't remember signing anything, I replied, angry. That's the point, Amy. That's the point. You will find out soon, the sky replied. What do you mean? I replied. But only crickets had to reply this time. What do you mean? I replied, louder this time. But only crickets had to reply this time. Again. I returned to the city just in time for the next job. Population control. Back to Cologne, to the checking area. Go to the Colosseum, verify. The city echoed. And just like clockwork, everyone started heading the same direction, to the Colosseum, and so I followed. And the fighting was brutal. Every person had to participate, while the steel machines watched. Those emotionless creatures will get them one day, I thought, followed immediately by doubts. And the fighting was brutal, and now it was my turn. I fought and nearly got taken out, but at the end I was victorious. I spun around in Victory Lab before returning and being told that I had to redeem a prize for surviving. Seeing as I just killed someone, I would hope to get anything, but I went, and there was a line. It was about 2 times shorter this time. And the closer I got, the more I heard the guards being more robotic than usual. And the closer I got, the more I heard the guards be more angry than usual. And the closer I got, the more I heard the guard demand people to go to Sententia. Whatever that means, I now know. And now it is my turn to go, and I was ordered to go to Sententia again. I ran into the woods, close to Sententia, and I had the thought of disobeying orders. They won't find out, I thought. And if they do, I'll get lost on the way to Sententia. And so I went in a different direction, and found something called a phone, whatever that is, which was on top of a concrete slab and flooring with a journal next to the phone. I opened the journal and started reading. It read the following. I can't believe I was the one to have called, that I'm responsible for the deaths of trillions in the universe. It happened about 30,000 years ago. We were on our 8th prototype to try and contact another universe. Then was the confirmation to invade our universe. They pillage our trades and mysteries and destroy everything else. I am the last one remaining. I'm pretty sure there's nothing left. Before I could think about it again, the phone started ringing. Weird, I said. I haven't been called before. Even if it was them, I still picked up. Hey, it's company at least, I thought. Hello?
Hello.
I didn't think anyone was still here.
Well, that is because you called us first when we called back.
Impossible, it's you again? You killed possibly the only life on our planet.
We haven't done that though. Here, we'll listen to your universe someday if you wish.
No, I'd rather not having you come back.
What happened anyway? You seem stubborn. Maybe I can help out.
Why would I bother recalling events that happened? Because of you.
We didn't do it. You didn't trust us.
What do you mean you didn't? I saw you do it.
The most we did is call you. Listen, I know you aren't going to like what I said, but it wasn't us.
Prove it.
And how would you realistic get us to prove something like that anyway?
Okay, fine. If you genuinely don't know, I guess it went something like this. I was playing a game, I believe it was Stellaris, with one of my friends when this conversation came up. Hey, do you want to try and call someone that is not in your real life? My friend asked. Like aliens, I replied. Kind of, but what if we went a little step further? He responded. Well, aliens are the best thing we can do, yeah? I argued. I meant like contacting universes outside our own to prove that our universe isn't just ours, he explained. Well, wouldn't that be dangerous to do? I argued again. Well, perhaps. But you never know unless you try, so let's try. For science. He hesitated. Well, maybe some things aren't up to the it is like you and me to ponder around. Some things are just impossible. I responded confidently. Maybe it's not impossible. It's just something that everyone disregarded as impossible. He responded and argued further. At this point, who am I to argue with something that will probably fail anyway? Will I at least be paid for this? I asked. Sure, as long as... No as long as. Regardless if it is a failure or not, I want to be paid. I interrupted. Sure, just so I can get you on board. And after some off-game negotiations and some calls later, we went on to find a company, build a warehouse, and move in for a little bit. Our first couple prototypes went something like this. I don't think this is gonna work, but I trust your judgment. It'll be fine. Maybe a little bit difficult, but I'm sure we'll get someone on the line. Okay. The phone rang and the phone rang more. Something tells me this isn't gonna work, I said. No, wait for it, he replied. Sure, I responded. And the phone rang and no one picked it up on the line. Almost like the phone wasn't reaching anyone. And so this went on for the next 6 prototypes until we've almost nearly given up on the entire project. That is, until this happened. Every wire is probably plugged in, yeah? I asked. I believe so, he responded. And everything else is functional, I asked again. No errors as far as I can tell, he responded. Before we call, are we sure this is safe, right? I asked once more. You asked this 7 times already. It might be, it might not be. Let's find out for the sake of science, he responded. Okay, but this is on you, yeah? I argued. Sure, he responded hesitantly. I'll call then, I said confidently. The phone rang and the phone rang more until there was someone picked up. Whoa, hello? We are slightly coming up on our end. Are you there? Hello? The phone sparked and went offline after this. But regardless of what anyone would say, we've made contact with someone. That there is someone out there. And regardless of what anyone would have said, the impossible of yesterday was possible today. Well, I think we've made some contact, I guess. I told my friend after the call. Shall we tell the government, the people? How shall we react? He asked. Let's keep this a secret for now. Let's fine-tune our machine, I replied. This is beyond us, Amy. You can't keep something like this secret, he argued. We should still try, even if they find out eventually, I argued back. Well, what shall we do then? He asked. Let's fine-tune our machine. Maybe we'll understand something then, I responded. And so we fine-tuned the machine, so how blindly we've learned to adjust the frequency, we've adjusted the knobs, we've changed cables, and we've done everything to help the signal we could have. And so we've called again and again and again until our signal was readable. This has to be readable now. I hope so. Let's call again. Hello? Is there a way to translate this? I asked my friend. I don't think so, he responded. Is the machine broken?
No, it's not. We started translating for you.
Are you an alien?
You are an alien from our perspective, but yes, from your perspective, we are aliens.
On behalf of all civilizations, we are proud to ask to enter our civilization as allies and not enemies. We wish to cooperate and wish to be incorporated into our shared future.
And we'd like to kindly decline that offer.
Why do you decline that offer? We are clearly here scientifically. We just make contact. We can help you.
All you people, every single one of you, seems to think that they are important now in the grand scheme of things. They seem to think that things will be better, or maybe the same. They seem to think that calling different universes is safe. In reality, you are all washed up in your own egos. Desperately thinking that science is the answer to everything, but science only leads to more efficient ways to kill oneself.
How so?
The invention of planes, land warplanes, the industrial revolution of the tanks, guns. Hell, the invention of nuclear weapons. Take examples from your own world, Amy.
How do you know my name?
We are coming to our new home, Amy.
What do you mean? What just happened? Before I knew it, everything around me started to change, corrupt, and delete. The universe around me shifted rapidly, and at the end of it, it's just me, standing with only the floor and the phone itself.
Well, you called us just once. You had corrupted audio last time we spoke, and it's only been 30 minutes since we last spoke.
Can you explain what happened?
People you spoke to were likely part of the Empire. They get calls all the time from people like you, and they use these calls as confirmations of universes existing. Confirmations to invade said universes.
So, how did you live?
Same as you, except my space measures the entire building. You've got pretty unlucky without the walls in your universe measures things. Now the new rules affected them.
How do universes even get new rules?
They find your universe. They connect to your universe with theirs, and they use their universe's rules to infect your own. This results in a mixture of your universe's rules, along with the rules of the Empire's own kind to live on.
How do you know so much?
They still call us.
How are we here? Why are we here?
They change the rules of the universes they plan to inhabit before they go there, and imprison everyone else in them, as slaves, unconscious of what they are there for. Their consciousness only sees where they used to be, without ways to contact anyone else. You are trapped.
Then how are we speaking then?
You aren't speaking to anyone on the phone. You aren't giving your story, you are giving it to us. You aren't asking questions of your fellow people, you are asking us. We've arrived, Amy. This is our home now. Succumb to the Empire, or die.
I didn't really have a choice, but before I said yes, I left my journal here, just in case anyone finds it, just in case anyone comes looking for it, just in case anyone reads it. And at the end of the journal, it was signed by me, Amy. However, I do not remember signing it. Clearly, whoever signed it was feeling some sort of vengeance of sorts. I feel vengeance myself, oddly enough. And so I decided to devise a plan and return to the city. A bit quiet here, everyone's still in sententia. It's the perfect time to place posters around the city. And so the more I put down, the more people started coming back and reading them. They started to act, rioting, burning out their robots, chanting, "We want humanity or rule us," and sententia or whatever. This really quickly got to the attention of the police, which made the line of policemen. "This is the police said, before they had opened fire on the protesters. "This is this is your last warning," the police said again. However, this time, the group of protesters clashed with the police as to not be shut down. The police was overrun, and the machine that comprised them was destroyed immediately. The government sent an airship and charged up with laser until it fired them and killed nearly everyone protesting. I managed to hide behind the building. This is the end, I thought. The universe can't be this cruel, I thought. No, this world is not lost yet, I thought. Most of the people may have gone, but I won't let this world be lost. And as the city repopulated slowly, I waited, scheming. I took a secret base, started hiring people from the city, explained everything to them. We recruited more and more, and we waited until the city protested again. We hijacked the airship this time. We got taken to their military space. We overrun that base. We started sending radio waves to all the cities we called. "Take arms to take back your city," the messages said, "because this world isn't lost yet," the messages said, etc., etc., etc. Oh, they grow up so fast.